Okay, it's really not funny, but yeah, I did laugh when I saw like this panel. I'm sorry, it's really not funny, but it is very funny. I'll tell you why in a bit. So hello everyone, the 25th Genius here with another Unordinary review, reviewing episode 162 of season 3. And again, as all chapters have been, it's only been like 6 or 7. They have all been extremely fire. However, as more of I read Unordinary, the more I'm realizing how much I specifically despise John. But before I get into all of that, so this whole thing about with YouTube, it's a pain in the butt. I'm not even going to lie. It's a pretty much of a big pain in the butt. Like, so as you know, YouTube and all this crap about they want to be kid friendly and stuff like that, which was technically what my channel is like. But for some reason, they thought it was okay to like block the comments on my channel for reasons that I just don't truly understand why. They blocked all the comments from all my channels, which I just don't understand. One, this channel is completely, utterly horrible. I barely have 99 subscribers. What does my channel do? And they just said, okay, we're just gonna take all your comments. So if you've been wanting to comment, which I actually really do enjoy because it helps me interact with people that are actually on my channel, which thank you for subscribing, by the way. But also too, it helps me look for new webtoons to read and stuff like that. So yeah, you won't be able to do that for I don't know how long because YouTube disabled all the comments. And yeah, I just don't get it. I could have said if I was a big channel, you know, like a really big channel, but I'm really a minuscule dot in the internet world, and they decide, okay, well, we're just gonna block your comments for reasons that I truly don't understand. There hasn't even been an aggressive comment on my comments since the moment my channel has started. So why do they even care about who comments on my channel? But yeah, YouTube, this is why I do not like would ever make money from YouTube. Like if I even decide at one point to monetize this small minuscule channel, it would just be like very little because YouTube money is very hard. Like you see all the glamorous YouTubers, like they make a lot of money. There's a lot of stipulation with that, and low key a lot of them need Patreon because YouTube really screws them over in the first place. So just be really careful about YouTube and making a career out of it or whatnot, because I generally just do this for a hobby because I cannot depend on unstable money to pay any of my bills. So again, this would really upset me. So I don't know why they really did this. I've tried fixing it. I can't fix it until I guess they decide my channel is kid friendly. I don't know. I don't care. This video probably is not going to be kid friendly, so they can demonetize it, you know, with what that I don't know. But again, I apologize for that. If you're trying to comment on these videos or whatnot, I mean, if you really did like the video, I'm very sorry to you. It will be hard right now because this video and probably all of my other videos, comments have been disabled by YouTube, which I just find hilarious because I'm such a small channel. I don't understand why they even touching or even thinking about me. There's millions of other channels out there who are all probably better than me. And here they are disabling my comments for, well, reasons, because we can, because, you know, you need us, we don't need you. That's why I don't get money from them. But again, I apologize, but let's continue on with the video. So, with that being said, I want to spend this one talking about this episode, particularly really about John. This scene, I'm going to go back to it, unfortunately, is very hilarious to me because John is a bad boyfriend. He is the boyfriend that you would never want in life. No, not just because he would just beat you up for randomly no reason, not because, you know, he's mentally, psychologically bat crazy insane, but because he just doesn't want to own up to anything that he has done. So where are we with Unordinary? So something has happened in Unordinary that's actually very important, which is tons of mini jokers after you know, John's rampage, just because he felt like it, because, you know, he made logic in his head that makes freaking sense, because, you know, he just needed some excuse to be much of a jerk, let me say the nice word, and now there are multiple jokers running around. and this gets the school up in array, and they are basically attacking one another left, right, back, and forth. So one of the Joker's targets Sarah, and John and Sarah do amazing teamwork, which I will take from John. Amazing teamwork to bring the Joker down, which they reveal is an imposter that is actually from the school. But when Seraphina comes to confront him about it, he tries to play it off, and then he blames the girl for messing him up and just kicks her in the face. And like, look, I hear the comments, and I just gotta disagree with like every comment that exists about John. There's no supporting John at this point. He does not deserve to be supported. He does not deserve to be taken side of. He is wrong. He is terrible. He's freaking crazy. No, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just crazy. That's why he went to school to be a cripple, to get his arms broken. The Ethan literally said he would rather get his arms breaking than use his power. He tried to tell people and they didn't listen, and now this is what they happen. But even if people egged him on, this is still no excuse for this man to be beating people up and just kicking girls in faces just because he feels like because his cover got blown, which it was going to happen anyway. If he was more honest with Seraphina in the first place, then none of this will happen. And that's another thing. I feel so bad for Seraphina in this webtoon. Like, my heart goes out to her every time I see her monologues. It's just too much to overbear. You just would never know how it feels when you look up to someone. That person is your everything. No matter how they are, you look up to them in every speck of the way to find out that they're alive. It hurts more than you ever realize. The only way you would ever know it is if you experienced it yourself. And that's exactly what she's going through. She looked up to John for every single thing, even when she had power. And when she didn't, she really needed John to be more of a friend than anything in the world. And he just failed her like every other person that basically did. Seraphina was always a free spirit. Seraphina just wanted to just live like the way she wanted to. And that's why she really looked up to John. However, when she lost her power, she really needed someone to lean on, because it is really, and I really admit, she played it off so well. But at the same time, it's a big pill to swallow when you went from like literally level 10 to 0. And there's not a darn thing you can do about it. And no matter what, the whole world before your eyes crumbled. You used to be at the pinnacle of royals, now you less than John. That is a hard pill to swallow. To make insult to injury, the person that you looked up to was actually just as strong as you. And he lied about every single thing. He is a horrible, horrible, horrible person for what he does and what he has been doing. There is she don't need him. There's no rectifying. She needs to run away as fast as possible, which is what I'm happy that she's doing. She needs to run away. That's probably when we tell this video. She needs to run away like the gingerbread man. Fast, freaking fast, because he's just not good. He's not stable. He's just mentally insane. He keeps doing more actions. I can't stress enough. He's just a really bad and terrible person. Yes, I agree. He may have a mental illness, but that doesn't, just because he has a mental illness, and this goes in real life too, I'm sorry to say, it doesn't give you an excuse for several freaking actions that you do. And his actions are just unexcusable. But see, this is why I'm so mad with the chairman, because the chairman just knows this in the school and he's just not doing anything about it. I just don't understand. So what leader, you won't let the police officer try to investigate, something that's important, but you won't stop people beating the living crap out of each other. Like, what is wrong with you? What logic do you have as a principal of a school? I just don't. My point is, John is a horrible character, and it's not even lovable like how it was with Jeff, because it doesn't really drive nothing in my head in a way. If it drove a point, if it drove a theme, I definitely would be on Team John. But for the fact that it's just very mindless, and it's very, his reasonings and the reasons that are developed are very asinine, I just can't really agree with it. At least with Jeff, it just added more. Like, he was the antagonist. Like, but John is this weird mixture of antagonist and not antagonist, which really just not flow with me. At least with Jeff, you knew in the very beginning he was the antagonist. And he's just a horrible scum, and I still think he's a horrible piece of scum. I just really thought he drove a lot of plot within the Days of Hunter. John, on the other hand, is just freaking crazy, and you just need to run away from him like the plague. There's nothing nice about him. This is why he became a cripple, because he knew himself that he's just a dirty, crap, low-graded human being. And I just spent 10 minutes ranting about one character. I'm going to make another video about why John is specifically such a terrible character. And I'm going to compare about him and Jeff pretty soon, because I think that's very important to talk about. Because how do I support one character, which is Jeff, but then I don't support another character, who basically does the same thing. But it's a lot more to it. Basically, just know this. And this is the video. John's actions have no reason. No matter how much you try to write on the comments below and then all these piddly excuses about his reasons, there is no reason. It's just mindless anger because he feels bad about himself. And with that, I gotta get to work. So with that being said, I thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.